what's happening, everybody? It is Sunday evening. Time for another episode of Selling Past Your Expiration Date. Being Thrifty over 50. I'm Jay.
I'm Peg. Do you have a voice left after your week of being on YouTube?
Oh, yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
You had one busy week. In fact, Marianne in the chat says, "Hi, everyone. This is my 7th day of hearing Jason on webinars out of 7.
I'm so sorry.
No, thank you, Marianne. That's really sweet. Busy week. Busy week.
Especially when I'm doing a class, there's a lot to promote and get people signed up. And we're going to talk about that in a little bit. But I know you want to talk about this, so hang on. Let me get the banner
yes.
up.
I wore it today. We had a heck of a game that I thought we were going to lose. At one point, we were ahead like 22 points or 26 points or some ungodly figure. And the next thing you know, we fell asleep and Dallas started to come back. And Mommy was getting very upset and yelling and screaming at the TV. Your dad thought I was going to have a heart attack. He said, "Will you calm down?" He said, "They're going to blow this game." But we got lucky, and Odell Beckham scored another touchdown late. So we ended up winning 49-38. So the Browns are 3-1. And the points that we scored in the first half was the most points we have scored in a first half since 1991.
Just to reiterate, it is 2020.
Yeah, I mean, you guys, they all dig up these stats on the Browns, but the commentators, the guys that give you the updates and all that kind of stuff, they said this is a new team. They were impressed with the Browns, and I have to say, we are looking good. Our plays are looking better. I think we just got too lackadaisical because we had such a big lead, and the next thing you know, watch out, they're sneaking up on us. And Chardon High School won Friday night. They are now a 6-0. And I don't know if they're the only team that's undefeated. So I think they only have one more game. Instead of 10 games, I think they only have 8. So I think they have one more game next Friday before the playoffs start. Because we started late, we didn't start in August. We didn't start until later, until September. So they cut down their season.
You didn't change your name back?
What? Oh, Queen! Oh, Queen of the new glasses. I didn't wear my new glasses, did I?
I was say, A, you didn't change your name back, and B, you don't have them on.
Yeah, I know.
Now, the fact that you're wearing a sweatshirt should tell me all I need to know about your weather.
Yes, we have definitely cooled off here, gang. It was one of those weekends. Chilly in the morning, very chilly in the morning. But next week we're going to have a reprieve and coming back into the upper 60s and low 70s. So we're going to have another good week. I have a great story to tell if we want me to tell it first, Jason, about an estate sale that Dad and I went to this weekend. Want me to throw that up there now? Okay.
I mean, or during the haul, because didn't you buy stuff there?
No. That's why it's an interesting story.
All right, let's hear it.
All right, so we see this sale advertised, and I mean, it's got thousands and thousands of items. Just unbelievable, Jason, from fabulous nautical to mid-century modern. There was a hanging lamp, mid-century modern of teak and the gold plastic. I mean, the stuff went on and on and on. And it was so excited. I said, "Oh my God, we got to go." And it's only over in Solon, which is about 20 minutes away from us. So I said, "Let's get there early." So Dad and I go, and the sale starts at 10. We get there at 9, and we go to get our numbers, and it's already 49 and 50 on the numbers. And I even said to Dad, I said, "Boy, that just doesn't sound right to me, So we get our numbers, and it's kind of a drizzly, damp day. So we go sit in the car until about 5 minutes to 10, and we start walking up the driveway to go get in line. And the people are all coming back down at us. And they said, "Yeah." And I said, "What's going on?" And yeah. So these people say it's the owner of the house in the sale, not the people putting on the sale, called off the sale because they found out something fishy was going on with the people putting it on, that they had a bunch of that they had shills there, or maybe they had them with all the first numbers, because Jason, I've never been to a sale where you're 50 at 9 an hour beforehand. I have never been.
Yeah.
Now maybe it happens to other people, but I just felt, I said, God, that just seems strange. So they totally called it off. We were standing there talking to some people that were just milling around. A couple had driven in from Erie, PA the night before and spent the night, So they totally called it off. The next day, I quick checked the estate sales to see if it was still listed, and it was still there. And it said, resuming today. You know how they do, the 3 different days, and it says resuming today. But then underneath in the body of it, they said that this estate sale has been canceled. And then the company goes on to say, we are here to serve you. We've been in the business for 15 years. But meanwhile, they're the ones that I'm pretty sure were the guilty party because of the owners, canceling out, because somehow they got wind that something was going down, that maybe they gave all the high numbers to the beginning people. I don't know. But I think maybe tomorrow, 20 minutes away from us, and just see if they'll talk to us at all and say, are you going to have your sale, again, or because they're all ready to go, So yeah, and this is the second time that something similar like that has happened to Dad. The last time that we got hit like that was we were at an estate sale, and we had our numbers that were white, but then some other people alongside side of the line had pink ones. And the next thing you know, when they opened up the door, the pink people went in first with no numbers, and we were stuck in. We all started yelling and screaming, "What's going on here?" So you got to, it's a sad thing that they do that, and it's just something to be aware of. There must have been a couple hundred people there waiting to go in. So it was a sad thing for a lot of people, but I'm sure the owners probably did the right thing if they felt that it was being handled shady. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
So that's so consequently we bought nothing. But oh my God, the stuff was so good in there, so good. So I'll have to keep watching and see if it gets rescheduled with just the owners or something.
Should go knock on the door and go, "Hey, can I buy some of your stuff?"
Yeah, well, we were going to go today. Mom's just been really swamped with stuff today. And of course, I had to watch the game. So we might take it right over tomorrow and take a quick look. So,
all right, well, cool.
Yeah, so just be ready for that, gang. I don't know if that's happened to anyone else out there, but it is kind of heartbreaking in a way. What are you going to do?
All right, this week's topic is the Nextdoor app. So before we even jump in, we got 100 people live. Why don't we start with a thumbs up? That would be fun. Start with a thumbs up. And then those of you in the chat right now, how many of you, until we announce the show, how many of you have never even heard of the app or been on it?
I'll raise my hand. Yeah. Yeah.
I saw someone mention that they picked up something from the Nextdoor app in the thrifting board. And then I saw 20 replies of what's that? And I'm like, I guess people don't know about the Nextdoor app. Let's talk about it. So
yeah. No, I mean, yeah. Until you mentioned it, Mommy had not heard about that one.
All right. So the Nextdoor app, and I'm going to show you how it works in a second, started out as a place to chat amongst your neighbors. And I don't mean next door on either side, but your neighborhood. So a place, a modern day bulletin board that if your doggy got out and ran away, you could quickly go post a picture and go, "Hey, Atocha's running the neighborhood. Anyone see him?" That kind of thing. Signed up. I've used it, heard of it, not been on it. I signed up today. I've never been on it. Seems creepy. All right. So, all right, Christy, how does it seem any creepier than OfferUp or Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace? How is it any creepier than any of those? Heard of it, never been on it. All right. So good. All right, cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Linda's on the app right now buying things. All right, sweet. And I had one more picture. I got where'd that go? Okay. So the two, now it still is a bulletin board. If you lose your dog, if someone stole your kid's bike, those are, anyone hear a loud party last night, it's still very much a community bulletin board for your neighborhood. Right. But then it has expanded to a lot of things, including a for sale and even better for free section.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Oh, look at that. Crispy missed someone giving away a free of ton Lego sets.
Oh,
sets.
Wow.
Not just even like random Legos, Lego sets.
Wow. Ouch.
Now, the further you get into the boonies, like my mom, it's not as big and robust. Way more robust for me in Las Vegas. So just as a heads up, if you're near a big city like Debbie and Vacaville would be fine, but our boy Dennis up in North Dakota might not be so fine. Okay, so it could be for everybody, but if you live in a very sparse area, you're not going to see a lot.
All right. When I was going through it, Jace, just to see what all was on there, there was a bunch of the neighbors complaining about our Wi-Fi.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I should have jumped on that sooner, so.
Yep. I'm going to show you. Mom got on it, was using it within 2 minutes. So I'll show you that. But last night, I asked Stacy to do me a favor and help me set up for the show. And I said, hey, go see what's for free right now in Vegas. So here's a very nice tabletop for a poker with the bumper.
Yeah.
Free. Just free. Someone's getting rid of it. 8 foot by 4 foot. It's a top only, no legs. So it's the kind you put on top of your, existing like dining room table. But there you go. It's free, ready to go.
Can't hate that.
Every single day, someone's giving away their moving boxes. So you should never be at a deficit for a cardboard. That's for dang sure. If you live in a populous area, there's I have never not seen moving boxes given away. So here's some good shipping boxes or good cardboard for wrapping FOMO, that kind of thing.
Oh yeah, that I wish I'd see that. I haven't.
Hey, look at that! More boxes. Look at all the boxes we have options of. So, boom. If nothing else, download it just so you can go check out the free stuff.
Right.
Okay, now I'm guessing maybe there's something wrong with this, or they just don't want it and they don't want to deal with moving it, but it's free. So easy to break down, easy to move, breaks down into 4 pieces. You could, if you were handy, you might be able to rework this into some good piece of furniture to sell, or just use it, obviously. Now, I see a pile of scrap. My father would probably see a future trellis.
Yeah.
Okay, so someone built something, and here's a lumber left over, and so lumber and then some brick pavers. Man, you got a real trellis going on there. Look at all those brick pavers; those aren't cheap.
Wow, and they're free. They're expensive.
So if you had those brick pavers in your house here in Vegas, and you needed a couple, or maybe you just needed to put some stepping stones back in, because most of us have just rock in our backyard. There you go; they're free. Now it's you're gonna need to have some muscle to pick those up, but it's free.
And this is all in your area, huh? Son of a gun.
Yep.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Okay, if you're in a suburb of Chicago, you for sure have it. Now, you might have to expand because you can expand right from your specific neighborhood. It might be, you can just expand out a little bit. So keep that in mind. There's a way to expand out. But I am going to show you what happened to mine. Nothing seems wrong with this dresser. So if you were hurting for a dresser.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I hope you're all excited, especially those you live in, like I said, bigger areas. I hope you're excited to go search the free issue.
Amazing.
Yeah, that happens. People, that happens with anything. Offer up, marketplace, people stand you up. That's just part of the game, unfortunately. Look at that. Even our tiny town in North Arizona has free stuff on there. Awesome. Okay, this is free. This is a wine decanter, 6 glasses with butterflies. Look what this one's listed for on eBay with only 4 glasses.
Oh my gosh.
Free. Stace, rev up the car. We're going to get this after the show.
You better.
Okay, now this one I want to put, or Stacy sent it over to me. Hello there, throw a price Tuesday. So that's kind of a funky jacket. And they've got all kinds of things. So they have a bunch of stuff listed on their own separate listings. And then they made one listing for all of it. So they got all kinds of stuff. And they're like, throw me a good deal.
Yeah.
And there was a Harley Davidson shirt in there too. So, throw an honest deal and you might get something good.
For sure.
Yeah, look at all the things that Becky sees she can get for free. A Vandy light, a blue bowling ball, a bicycle helmet, crayons, True Blood books, and Spider-Man swim shorts. All right, Beck, I want to see a picture of you in the Spider-Man swim shorts. All right, now, we all use these giant tubs. Most of us do, at least. Here is 37 of them for $40. You are not going to find a better price than $1.15 with lids.
Now, I wish I had those. I'd go buy those.
Yes, I am good on tubs right now, but man, for $1.15.
Yeah, that's a heck of a deal.
All right, Kat, that Cat Joy, that just doesn't make any sense. So maybe I'll take a peek at your phone later, because in Chicago, makes no sense. Of course, there's going to be a lot of them in Chicago. Okay, now we all used to put our CDs like this in books, back in the mid 90s. And I've seen these at garage sales when I pass them by. It will usually have the booklet like these do. And they will have usually thrown away the back artwork. And of course, there's no case. And I thought, who would want those? And then one day I'm in a Facebook group, and it wasn't mine, and I forget which group it was. Someone showed that their husband had picked up one of these at like Goodwill full of CDs with the booklets. But I thought, who would want that? Because don't people want the cases and the back artwork? The people went insane. Oh my God, your husband's so lucky, over and over and over. So I'm like, all right, I bet you these would sell just as is, because unless you're me, usually a CD collection or a music collection has an overall theme. You know, if you're a metal person, you got a bunch of metal. If you're a rap person, you got a bunch of rap. If you're an older person, you got a bunch of Andrew sisters. All right. But for $20, there's 80 CDs in here. I am sure I could pick that up. Stace, get the car ready. I'm sure I could pick that up and turn it $100 quickly.
Oh, probably.
Quickly. Yeah, see, Brian's in Chicago too, and in his app, he shows he's got 19,000 neighbors. So yeah, something's wrong. Okay, Stace, fire up the Batmobile. We're out here. This is cat. This cat fan is $4. Here's the last one that sold on eBay.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Jason, Mommy has seen those fans for sale in the retail stores. They're expensive. God, go get that.
Yeah, so you know, it's like OfferUp, it's like Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist, but most people think of the Nextdoor app as just a place for a bulletin board. Lost my cat, anyone see my kid's bike, you know. But look at all this stuff that was free and for sale. Okay,
yes.
So what's next here? Where am I at? Okay, so last night Stacy's looking around and she shows me this, and I'm like, and we've had a double clothing rack forever, but we had ours right before they made that crossbar permanent. Mm-hmm. Ours was a metal pole with plastic clips on either end. Now, in the dryness of the desert, plastic and string, it all turns to dust at some point, and I broke the hook. So only one of those works. So Stacy goes, well, this was listed April 23rd. There's no way it's still for sale. I go, you never know. Just message. Right. And she messaged, and
woohoo.
Hello, the rack still for sale? Yes, it is. Would you take $40? Hey, it's been up for 6 months.
Yeah.
She goes, I do 45. Okay, that'll work. And so now I own that clothing rack.
Don't you love it? All right, there's a little business going on about the Andrew sisters in the chat.
Yeah.
It was my mom's favorite. That's why Jason knows about the Andrew sisters.
Yeah, it's Andrew. It's actually Andrews with an S, yes. By the way.
And no, they're no longer around. They're long.
Oh no, they're from the 30s
and 40s.
Yeah. I told the story before, but when I was growing up, I would hang out with my grandparents every weekend. So I'm a little kid hanging out with my grandparents, and they had matching Cadillacs, a green and a gold. And in the Cadillacs, they played 8 tracks of like Al Jolson, Andrew sisters, and Freddie Fender. So I thought contemporary up to the moment 1975, 76, 77 music was the Andrew sisters. So I'm singing Rum and Coca-Cola on the playground, and no other kid knows what the hell I'm singing. Oh, that's not on the radio? Oh, no. All right, but look, here's what this rack sells for new. Yes. $79. I got it for $45 today. Perfect condition.
Nice. Beauty.
Okay.
That's a sweet deal.
Let's take okay. So then Mom's like, oh yeah, I've already placed an ad. I'm like, wait, what? Like, I didn't hold her hand. I didn't help her do nothing. She's like, yeah, I've already got an ad up. I don't want to blow leaves this fall. So I got an ad up, and she's got 2 people inquiring already about their kid coming to blow leaves.
You know, so in fact, the last one sounds really good. The first one was an elderly gentleman himself. And he said for 2 hours, he would charge me $75 to $100. He's out.
Yeah.
You know, get a young man.
Again, this is like, you know, if you need help in your yard, around your house, you know, you got to move, you know, a pile of pavers from here to there, and you just don't have the back for it. Yeah. Put an ad. Yeah, people are using it. Okay.
Dad and I are done. Your brother tried to blow the other day for us, and his hip went out. So that between the 3 of us, we're not doing so well.
All right, now here's the difference between Las Vegas, things for free. Now look what you saw so far. Poker table, furniture, moving boxes. Here's what's for free in my mom's, want a free chicken, rooster? There you go. Difference between city and country. Free fowl.
I love it. Oh my goodness.
All right. So, now I learned something the hard way. I told my wife, I go, wait till you see what happens.
Yeah.
So when you're on OfferUp or you're on Facebook Marketplace, if you're leaving where you live to go on vacation or business or just driving from Vegas to LA for a couple of days, I can switch it super easy. I don't want to see Vegas anymore. I want to see what's in LA for sale so I can search around LA. I thought you could do the same thing super duper easy on Nextdoor. So I switched to be like I live near my parents so I can look around there. And then when I switch back, here's what it told me. So now I am stuck living in Newberry for the next 30 days.
Bummer.
Okay. So don't do what I did. Don't change your address to check out by where your son lives or where your parents live because you can't get back super easy. All right.
So that's a downer there.
Yep. That's a whoops.
Yep.
All right. All right. So stop that. So screen share. Okay. So let me get rid of my graphics. Hold, please. Okay. So on your iPad or iPhone or Android. All right. So there it is. There's a Nextdoor app. You see that little N with a little tail there. Okay. Now I can't show you Vegas like I wanted to, where there's abundance of things because now I'm stuck in Newberry. But down here at the bottom where it says more, it might be a little hard to read. And then for sale and free is right there, kind of like top third. And then right at the top underneath where it says your listings, it'll say free. So if you click on that, oops. There we go. Here are the free things in and around my mother. As we saw before, a rooster. Yay.
Woohoo!
That's a nice dresser for free.
Yeah, it certainly is.
That's a very nice dresser for free. So if you're in the Newberry area right now, look at that free dresser.
Yep.
Okay. See all the good stuff now. It's not just stuff you can flip. Like I would go pick up that wine decanter and glasses to sell. But if I needed a nice dresser with a nice hutch display, I'd go pick that sucker up.
I know. For free.
For free.
I know. Now, because I've been chatting with a few of the neighbors in my area, the one neighbor says, "You are the one with the palm tree in your backyard, aren't you? That lights up at night." And I said, "Oh yes." I said, "I hope I make you feel like you're in the islands." And then another person messaged me, and they said that he's having a sale of all his mother stuff. In a couple more weeks, keep watching. I'll post again. So here I'm getting a listing about a sale that's coming up. So that's a nice feature.
If you had a 2012 Escalade with a tan interior and you messed up your third row seat, someone's giving one away for free.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool.
All right, so then you could go for sale, and then if you see where it says more up at the top there, it'll show you the categories. So if you don't want to just look at everything, you could go, let's see what kind of musical instruments are for sale. Apparently no one's musical in Newberry.
No, guess not.
Let's go electronics. What do we got here? We got an Epson printer for way too much money. Some ink. An Xbox. Samsung Galaxy Active 2 watch. All right. So not, like I said, not a ton, but mom does live in the boonies.
Yeah, not much excitement.
All right, so here's some women's rollerblades for $40. Now, if you click the home button, this is kind of what's going on. So here's Sue Preston lives in the Bass Lake neighborhood, and she's looking for a new dentist in the Chardonnay-Mentor area, and 22 people have commented. So maybe she moved new to the neighborhood and said, "Hey, I need a new dentist locally. What you got for me?" And everyone's dropped in their ideas of who a good dentist is. Someone's looking for someone to come snowplow them. Nothing like planning early because we know it's Northeast Ohio. It's probably going to snow in 2 days. So, all right. So there you go. So it is a community bulletin board, but it does also have stuff for sale. Ooh, look at those bunk beds, $450.
Sounds high.
Well, they're fancy.
Yeah.
Oh, look, there's your ad. Hi, Mom and Dad. Now, what you should have put is a picture of a big old pile of leaves.
Well, I know. I said,
"Ooh, look at that! Isn't that a deal? Only $35."
Well, it is, but I told your father no more. You're gonna fix stuff.
Today's the day you put your foot down on big things.
Yeah. In fact, this coming week, I've already started this weekend. I'm having my garage sale, and I'm going to put some of the big things out there and see if they go, like the bicycles and stuff. And,
I think Becky's leaving watching the show to go pick up a china cabinet.
Uh-oh.
Can you post videos on that site? I don't know. I've never actually made a post, Tina. I've only ever shopped and browsed and looked for what was going on. So, but it works like everything else. You can message the person looking, like my mom, looking for help, or message the person selling something. Super duper easy. It works like every other social media that we use: Facebook, OfferUp, all that stuff. So
yeah, I just thought it was just nice to really kind of start to meet some more of my neighbors in the neighborhood. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, anytime I download an app, I just continue with Facebook. It makes it easy.
Yeah.
Just makes it easy. Now, the one thing I would do that I didn't do till today, but it would definitely help. Now thinks I live in Butternut. I put up a very dorky picture of me, but it's a good thing because if you're going to meet somebody, they know who they're looking for.
Yeah.
So don't put up a picture of your kid. Don't put up a picture of your dog. Put up a picture of you. If you plan on selling something or buying something, put up the picture so each other knows who each other looks like. It very much helps.
Yeah.
And of course, as always, meet someplace in a populous area with a lot of people around, well lit. Don't answer any ads that want you to meet in a dark alley at midnight. Okay.
Right.
Unless you're going to a rave, then that's a different story.
But like, say you're going to go pick up that big dresser. I mean, you got to go to their house.
Absolutely. So if you're driving to their house because they want to get rid of it because they don't need it anymore.
Right.
Seeing a picture of you can help. If you look like me, take your wife with you so you don't scare the person.
Yeah. I wouldn't go alone just in case.
Yep. All right, but yeah, like I said, it will be better for some of you, like those of us who live in Las Vegas, and not as well for Mom, but there's still stuff on there.
Yeah, you never know. I might get lucky.
Now, see that dresser? Look at that. That dresser's $19. It's older, but it's beat up. All right. So,
pretty cool.
And good job, everybody, on your goals. A lot of you went in there, so we're definitely going to revisit that in a month. But go download that app tonight and start with the free stuff. See what's free in your area. And don't forget, when you first start, it's just your neighborhood. It's a neighborhood. But then you can click the areas that are joining. You can go out about 30 neighborhoods or 40 neighborhoods. Yeah. So you can't go like full city, I don't think. But you can, it's like a 5-mile window. So the good thing about that is, the bad thing is you're not seeing the whole city. But the good thing is you're only seeing the stuff that's easy to pick up.
Right.
Hey, I'll be right back in 5 minutes. Oftentimes, like we went to a garage sale that started at 7 a.m. on Saturday. It was 40 minutes away, which is huge in this town.
Oh, gosh, that is far. Yeah.
Yeah, we got to give it 6 for a damn garage sale.
Did you find anything good?
And it wasn't that good. Boo.
Well, at least you didn't get turned away.
Well, true, Ma. True.
Yeah, that was a bummer.
All right. Before we continue on, I wanted to talk a little bit about my class coming up on Wednesday, Flipping Vinyl Records. Now, I've taught flipping CDs number 1 and 2, and flipping cassettes, and I got Flipping Vinyl Records coming up this week. Now, here is the one shocking thing. We were looking at all the people that have signed up, and there's been quite a few. It is so heavily skewed men. I am blown away. Wow. Ladies, where are you at? This isn't a male thing. This is a doesn't matter who you are thing. Let's make some money. Because when you look at my numbers on Facebook and on YouTube, I skew heavily more towards older females. And so when we looked at the numbers on the signs for the classes, it was crazy how many more dudes than ladies had signed up. So where are you? That's my question. It's a free class on Wednesday. Where are you?
Wow. I'm surprised. Yeah, I'm surprised.
www.flippingvinylrecords.com. So I don't usually show, but here's what I'm going to teach you on Wednesday. The 5 components of flipping records: what to find, where to find it, how to research it, and that's really super important. How to sell it, how to ship it. Selling it isn't too complicated for all you guys because you all been selling already. That part's not too complicated. Shipping's a little bit. Research is for sure, because when you pick up, if you pick up this ornament, there's really only one of this specific ornament. If you pick up a record, there could be 100 versions of that record. Now, we're going to talk about some crazy things. First off, let me show one of my favorite all-time covers. Oops, I didn't mean to get rid of Mom.
That's
One
right.
of my all-time favorite covers. Look at that swarthy gentleman.
Woo-hoo.
I mean, come on. You must really love ice skating to have the front cover of your album have your ice skates hanging over your jacket with no shirt. But for those of you who are not huge into vinyl and collecting, you probably don't know about things like this. So there's a band called Motorhead, which I think most of us have heard of, and their biggest song is called Ace of Spades. This record is the shape of the Ace of Spades.
That's cool.
Now, most people will be like, wait, what? They've never seen a shaped record before. So we're going to talk about things just like that, things you don't know about.
Yeah.
So hopefully when you're in the thrift store, after you've already conquered the jewelry section, Becky, or the book section, Debbie, you'll walk over to the vinyl section and go, what was Jason talking about the other day?
Right. You had some great information on Nay's show on Friday. I thought that was great.
Yeah, isn't that rad, Alex? That one I bought for sure to keep because that's so badass. And then just here's some recent sales over the last couple of months. This Fast Times at Ridgemont High was picked up in a Savers. I sold it for almost $30. This All That Remains. I don't even know who All That Remains is. I mean, I've heard the band, but I've never listened to them. But I picked it up at a record store for $15, and look what I sold it for. Now, I point that out because you don't have to know the music to make money off of it. This was picked up at Goodwill. Goodwill for $6.99. It's a soundtrack to a video game. So this is, and I played it before I sold it. This is the bleeps and blurps of the video game. Who would put that on is beyond me.
Who would want it?
How much drugs you got to do and go, you know, we need to listen to it for the next 2.5 hours? The soundtrack to Pulse Man, you know, the beeps and burps. And then, you know, music is truly the universal language. I sell so much music directly on foreign eBay sites. Here's a Kinks record with a lot of wear that sold for $35 plus shipping directly on eBay Australia. Okay. Heather, I've been on YouTube every day for 2 weeks. How do you not have the link? Oh my gosh, how could that be? How could that be? www.flippinvinylrecords.com. Get signed up right now. It is on Wednesday. Now, with all my stuff, if you can't tune in live Wednesday, I hope you do, because, of course, I answer questions and stuff. But if you can't tune in live, you can, you'll get the link. You get the link like Thursday morning to watch the replay. So get signed up because someone said, oh, I can't be there on Wednesday at 4 o'clock in the West Coast. And I said, well, don't worry. Just sign up and you'll get the link. And I've been working hard on it all weekend. I thought I'd done a presentation a couple years ago on vinyl. I thought, cool, that'll be the bones of my presentation. Yeah, I didn't do one. I did, but it wasn't a slide presentation. So I was like, okay, starting from scratch. So
no, this should be good. I'm looking forward to it, honey. Should be real good.
Oh, and Tina, we are going to talk about that on Wednesday. On Wednesday, yes, it is the one. I'll preview Wednesday a little bit. Is the one biggest drawback to vinyl. It is mostly, not always, but mostly on the bottom shelf. Boo for tall people like me and Tina. Boo. Good for short people like Stacy and Debbie. Yes, you know, it does help to have a working knowledge of music, but none of you are like me. What's in my head's insane. But as long as you have one of these, you can do some damage. And you can do some damage with a lot of products with that you don't have to know a ton. What you have to be able to do is be able to scan and read. If you can scan and read, you're pretty good. And we're going to talk about the programs the apps you're going to use to do some scanning. Now, Stephanie, could you imagine an entire two LP record collection of that? Holy cow.
All right, so Alex is also asking again, Jason, where do we sign up? One more time.
Right there at the bottom.
Yep.
www.flippinvinylrecords.com. I'll pop that back up for a quick second here. There you go. Super duper easy. Super duper easy.
Lillian's asking, is there any info on 78s? Do they sell?
Okay, so we're not going to cover 78s on Wednesday, and here's why. There is plenty of money to be made in 78s, but, and that's the big but they are so brittle. They're not made the same way that LPs are made. And if you don't handle them correctly, if they weren't stored correctly, within a second, they can just turn into dust. Like you could list it, and the second you go to pack it, poof, it's just a big old pile of dust. So I really, really steer clear of 78s. But there is money to be made, and they're not all turning to dust. But it's just something that I'm like, I'll just stick with regular what I'll call regular records.
Yeah, that is hard to ship because they are breakable, and got more chances of them not arriving safely.
Yeah, and it depends on how tough you have your thing dialed in. If you didn't get your confirmation, double check your spam or junk folder. Sometimes they go there. Yes, they can explode in cold or heat. Yeah, that's too much. It's like shipping fine crystal. No thanks. All right.
Okay.
Each week we do a Mama's Boy, and that's my mama. Fun and or cute and or embarrassing photo of us in our youth. So let's go with Mom first.
All right. Well, this is October now. We're into October month, and some of you may be aware that most high schools have their homecoming games and crowning in October. So, Jason, this is Mom's 60th anniversary this month since I was crowned homecoming queen in 1960. And that is the night of the football game and homecoming. I'm there with my dad. It was nice because that year they had dads escort their daughters up to the float. And I just thought you'd get a kick out of my dad's suit and bow tie, along with me.
Yeah. Look at Dapper.
Along with me wearing gloves and nylons, because we don't wear many nylons today anymore. But so I'm going to share a couple more photos next week. But that was an exciting night for me, needless to say. I don't know how they do it anymore, but we rode around the big football field on the convertibles, and then we walked up to the float, and then the last year queen would come up and crown me, and the football captain would give you a kiss. So that's how we used to do it back in the day. But they don't even have floats or anything anymore. So
times are changing.
Now,
Becky, my car would have automatically drove into the Holiday Inn. I take it yours didn't.
Oh no!
And I just see another question.
I was 17 in that picture, Jay. 17.
Tina, where's Tina's question?
Did we miss one?
Tina. There it is. Is registering for flipping vinyl going to get my email and a bunch of emails? Nope. The only emails you'll ever get from me in the future is anytime I do another class. So you'll be on my email list for any of my future classes. But no, we do not sell your email to lists of anything else. So anything that you would get. And as you can see, I do 1 or 2 classes a year. So it's nothing all that major. So that would be the only thing that you would get, Tina. And and said, can I watch later? Yes, you can.
Okay.
There's an old record that new sealed made a recent mastered matter. We'll talk about that on Wednesday, Mark.
Cool.
All right. So I haven't done like a fun one in quite a while, and I happen to see one today. So let's go with Mama's Boy. This is early 90s. I'm working at a pizza shop in Chesterland, and I was the mascot for the day at some neighborhood event.
That's a good one.
I can't remember her name. She was one of my coworkers, but yeah, I was like Luigi the pizza slinger or something for the day. But I look good. I look good from the waist up, and then typicals and shorts. So so there you go.
Yeah, good question, Jason. Do you play your LPs before you sell them?
Boy, that'll be a great thing to talk about on Wednesday.
There you go.
You guys are asking questions now. It's going to be talked about on Wednesday. So sign up. It's free.
It's free. How can you be
going live tomorrow? I apparently have angered the vinyl gods and record store owners across the land. So I'm going to be talking about this a little bit more tomorrow. So if you want to watch me one more day, it'll be some point during the day tomorrow. If you see me go live, pop in.
Yeah.
You would not believe the hate I have received over the last 2 weeks on Facebook. It has been amazing.
Crazy.
All right.
Need the scores? Okay. Yes, I had shown this on the haul. I actually sold it a couple weeks ago, but I just kind of hold over some things on my sales. This was that fiber optic Halloween thing that I added a video to. So that was really nice. And I'm sure that that's what helped sell it. I originally purchased that for $2 and I sold it for best offer of 50, Jace, on that.
You know, it's hilarious. Is emergency vehicle in the photo just in case you cut your finger off while chopping food. Now it was a whole community thing. So we were just sitting on the fire truck, small town communities. There's always a fire truck nearby.
And one more thing I want to say about these, and I've mentioned it before, you guys, any fiber optic item, pick them up if they're cheap, because I have sold all of mine. There's people just seem to enjoy them, and some of them are no longer available, so that makes them valuable. So don't pass up the fiber optics. This is one of the newspaper boxes. Mom had shown 2 that day. In fact, I got some great feedback on that. They said, oh, better than they expected. We had paid $1 for the newspaper box, and I did take a best offer of 25 on that. Very easy to ship. Shoebox. Poof, poof, poof. Punch it in and away it went. Okay, this was a beautiful thing. I almost didn't want to sell it because it's big. It's 18 inches, and it was all the abalone shells, a Lazy Susan. So we had picked that up at just a house sale, garage sale for $4, you guys, and I did take a best offer of $175.
Nice.
So that was a nice sale. I put $2.99 on it because it was one of those things that Mommy said, well, if I don't sell it, that's okay.
Do you know also ever actually deliver newspapers? I actually get a newspaper every morning. It's USA Today, but I get it in my driveway every morning.
Yeah. You used to be a paper boy back in the day.
I was a paper boy when I was 10 and working at my grandparents' restaurant. I was a dual income 10-year-old.
Yes, you were.
I'd hustle my whole life.
Yep. One of the baseball hats I picked up for $25. This is the Santorini one from Greece, which I thought, that sounded unusual to Mom. And I did sell that hat for best offer of $15. Yeah, hats have done well. We've always had, but this didn't last long. Remember the Corona inflatable airplane, you guys? I picked up for $25. This one I sold for full price of $38.95.
Now, knowing my father the way I know my father, I am shocked he didn't take some twine and hang this up.
Well, there was twine on it, and he took it off. I don't know why, but he did.
I mean, that's so opposite of what I expect my father to do. I expect him to be hanging.
Yeah.
I
know. It was, that was really a cute piece, Jason. I probably should have kept it for the bar.
And it sold so quick. I'm like, oh no, did Mom underprice it? I looked, and no, you're right in there.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, did you check it? Yeah, so we didn't do bad on that.
My grandparents owned a pizza restaurant, so at 10, my grandfather started paying me a couple bucks to scrub pans and dishes, and then I never stopped working there for 8 straight years.
Right. Yep, you've been a worker all your life, just like Mom.
When I'm loading up the stuff today, Stacy was sitting by me back then, and I'm like, my mom sold a Jersey Shore item.
I did. Can you believe it? Well, it was brand new in the box. Hadn't been opened. And I thought, well, this might sell, so I picked it up for $2 and I sold it for $19.99. Just the other day it went, and I said, oh, good. So that was exciting.
All right. So the $1 million question there, Lister, why is the back your first picture?
Oh, I have no idea. Good question.
You would think all the sexy men and women of Jersey Shore would be a better first picture.
Jason, I must have missed that, honey. Probably, in one of my, late night listings, I probably didn't check the pictures to make sure.
The order of your pictures when you upload them.
Yeah. Oh, and then this was a cute item, the Snoopy Halloween candy dish that we had picked up for $2, and I did take a best offer of 30 on that. Nice. That was new in the box as well. I've sold a lot of Halloween stuff. Have you?
I don't have much of anything really.
Don't have much in there. Okay, yeah.
A few things are up, and we're gonna get them cross-posted to Marketplace and offer up to start tomorrow.
Yeah. Mom's done really well on hers. This is another one of my personal Native American Indian items. This was a beautiful Indian spear, you guys. And I did take a best offer of 75 on that.
Hey, speak for yourself, Elisa. I back before her facial surgeries, I like JWoww.
Oh. Yeah, I never watched the show. I what little I saw on Entertainment Tonight or whatever.
Even more shocked than a Jersey Shore thing. I'm like, Mom sold an Amish harmonica CD.
What, do you remember when I showed this on the hall? Because I picked it up because it's, well, who would even want this? But I thought it was so, odd then I thought, well, I'm going to get for a quarter. How can you go wrong for a quarter? Exactly. You know, honey. But I sold it for $15.99.
It's awesome.
Full price. Full price. I know. I was
Yeah,
shocked.
Mark, you're right. So the only heat I caught when I was teaching the flipping CDs was people don't buy CDs. And then I would show screenshots of my recent like $100 CDs. You're just photoshopping those. I'm like, yeah, like who's got time for that?
No kidding.
But yeah, so what we're going to talk about. What we're going to talk about tomorrow is going to be a little bit more about what you're going to see on Wednesday, and then just the nuttiness that has followed me around the internet this week.
Right. I told Jason I got a customer from France that messaged me and said, I want to buy 6 scrubs from you. And I said, great. I said, just make me your offers. And I said, well, we'll work it out as we go. Well, the 6 turned into 12. So 12 scrubs went to France, you guys. And I paid $24 for those 12 scrubs, and I sold them for $112.
Nice.
Yeah. So that was nice. I said 12. Okay. That really limited some of my piles. And I've done extremely well on those brand new ones that I bought for $1.36 when our one local store went out of business. I'm down to one left.
So you're all getting a little bit of a preview of Wednesday. See the record that's on the left? That means I was just looking at it and working on it. There you go.
Yeah.
Just a little preview. Oops.
Okay, that's all right. All right. Well, Jason was amazed. He said, well, this didn't last long. And again,
so across the bar of my computer, I have my email, my eBay, and then I have Mom's directly to her sold. So it's super easy to set these shows up. So I was going someplace else, bumped this the other day, and the second it came on, I'm like, you sold those already?
Yeah. Because we did pay $5 for the pair, but I took a best offer of $95 because, I was still hesitant on letting them go, but I said, oh, well, it was a decent offer. And my last one, Jason, last Christmas, Mommy had found a bunch of these. They were brand new. And this is a Christmas purse that this company no longer makes them. In fact, I probably should have kept it because mine is wearing out. But it was the Nordic house Christmas purses. If you ever do find any of these gang out there, pick them up. I did spend $45 on this, but then I sold it for my full asking price of $125, and I sold all of them around $99 to the $125 mark. So I made decent money. I picked up a total of 5, and sold them all for good money. But this is one to keep your eye open for because for some reason they're still popular. I've had mine probably, gosh, Jason, maybe 10, 15 years. And so if you ever see this gang, don't pass these up. They make you money.
Hey, didn't we just see this last week?
Yeah.
How long did that last?
Well, and I just put it up. I don't put things up that day. I just put it up, I think yesterday or day before. And this was something actually that your dad did. He picked it up. And we did spend $5 on it. So, but we took a best offer of 30. So, we still made some bucks. But when they turn around that quick, sometimes I'm glad to, let it go. Aren't you? Yeah. Yeah. Mom too. I said, oh, wow. So that's the scores for this week, everybody.
Debbie, thank you. Debbie's in the chat getting me all the good questions. I missed this one.
Oh, good.
Do you have siblings who are jealous of you being a mama's boy? I don't know. I never asked them if they were jealous, but I do. I do have a sister. I have a sister and a brother, but I don't know if they're jealous, but they know. They know who mom's favorite is. They know.
Oh, get out. You're terrible.
They know. Heather said, what are those purses marked inside?
Yes, they are. Yes. Yeah. I don't know if I showed the little tag.
We wouldn't know because there's no picture of it.
Yeah. Right. Sorry. Yeah. See, I still had the tag on them, Jason, because they were new.
And you didn't have much of a picture of the emblem.
No, we didn't.
Here's a little quick class, everybody, what not to do. Make sure you have all the pictures you need.
Right. And it's just a vinyl bag. I mean, it's nothing exceptional as far as how it's made, but it's a good item. It's one of those. So don't pass them up if you see them.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Mom keeps telling me about this amazing stuff she found this week. So
you're gonna have to wait for the Holy Grail.
So you better bring it because you've been telling me every time you guys go out, you're like, oh, we got good stuff.
Oh yeah. Well, okay. All right. I'm going to start with some not so exciting things, but I couldn't pass. When things are cheap, it's hard to pass them up.
Let us guess, a quarter.
Yeah. Well, they were 50 cents actually. So it was the pair was $1.
You're hiding.
Okay?
You're hiding Tatanka's nuts.
Yeah. Well, he's it's embarrassing.
But that's what he is. He's a raccoon.
He
Raccoon
is.
dog
He
of
is.
Japan.
I'll show him singly. And they got the Made in Japan sticker on them still, Jason. And this one just says the Japan. Now, these don't bring a lot of money, but when both of them are $1, you guys, I mean, Jason, they from what I did on my research, they'll sell anywhere from 15 to 20 bucks, So it's not awful. So now on the same order, I have never seen this guy. Okay, the Benihana ones. Okay, let me. Can you see the detailing here?
Yeah. You can definitely tell when you see older ones compared to the new, like kind of crappy ones.
Yeah.
They lost so much detail when they went to these crappy modern ones.
Can you see it's even gotten Benihana of Tokyo written on the back of there, Jason, and but nothing on the bottom, as far as that goes. But he was a buck, and I've never seen him, Jason. I mean, have you ever seen this one at all?
I don't know if I've seen that one.
Yeah, I mean, because of all the detail that he's got there. So I don't know, maybe 25 bucks. Try give it a whirl. Like I say, those aren't the biggest money makers, but if you buy them cheap enough, they are. So I'm going to stay in that same mode. And I know I shouldn't. Jason and I, we would normally not buy these, but they were 2 for $5. And Jason, they get around 18 to 20 bucks.
Yeah, I know. Funny when I didn't realize they were good. I was looking for 2 for an event we were going to, and I could never find them. And then I found them after the event. I never realized they were decent money makers.
Yes, they are decent money makers. We did, they said 2 for $5. I think they're older, Jason, because they are thinner, and because I've seen other ones, and the other ones are a lot, thicker on the bottom here. So I do think these are older models here, and I think we can get around 20 bucks a piece. And I am going to list them separately because they're different colors. So, on that. Okay. All right. Now we stopped at a sale where a gal was selling a lot of her mother's things. So she had this. It's called the Caruso Flexa Rolls Hot Curlers, and they're new in the box. You guys, I paid $2 for this. I'm probably going to list them for around $35. They're all they're the hot rollers.
Hot rollers.
Yeah,
that's Hot Pockets.
So these older curling things sell pretty well. So that one I will, like I said, pay $2. I'm going to try to list that for. I'm going to list that for $35. Okay, now the next item. This is really cool. I mean, I just jumped at this. This was $2. Okay.
Hot rollers. Oh.
Yeah, no. These are the Claret Poppets. They're called. Well, they're actually called the Lock and Roll. Okay, and I did pay $2 for it, as you can see. But Jason, can you see this old tag here? Whoops, right there. Can you see that?
Company, but there's no price.
Yeah, no price. Now, May Company is long gone.
Yeah.
In Ohio. It used to be one of our very major department stores. And it was in downtown Cleveland, was the very first one. We used to go down every Christmas to see their decorations. But this is never been used, Jace. Never been used. And there they are.
Cool.
So this I'm going to list for around $50, guys. Okay.
Nice.
Because Oh, in fact, I did see a date on this. Wait a minute. I did see a date on this box.
Hot rollers.
Where's it? Oh, I know it's like 1989, Jace. On
All
these.
right.
Yeah. So that should bring us a few bucks there. Okay. All right. Now we also picked up at that same place this little tabletop bowling game. For $1. Yeah. And, might be a good seller right now because of people not going outside too much. But I'm going to list around $15 to $18 on that bowling. Okay.
Nice.
All right. Now, look at this, Jace.
Oh, cool.
So we picked up this lamp. Now, it's older because the end, I've got it plugged in, but the plug is one of the old plugs. You would know that right away. So what's cool about it, this turns on, but then to get to the bottom one, you have to turn off the top one and then the bottom one comes on. So they both do not light at the same time. But this is a nautical light, guys. These are the type of lamps you would have seen on ships back in the day.
Port and starboard, or red and a green.
Yeah, exactly. So, so you can't light them both at the same. So that's kind of unique. But it was only $1. And so I kept debating, do I want to keep it or sell it? But we just don't have room for lamps anymore. But this one here, we can't find the exact type thing, Jason, but I've done well with my lamps, and being nautical usually brings more money. So I'm probably going to list this for around $49.99. Okay.
Nice.
Yes. All right. Let's see here. This is nothing exactly really exciting, but it's a Pyrex butter dish.
Butter dish.
Yeah, for 50 cents. I probably listed for around $15. It does have, of course, the Pyrex stamp on the back, guys. It's hard to see those.
Yeah.
But I think this pattern here, I think it'll do well, because the avocado green is one of those that will, bring you a little bit more money. All right. Well, I think I might be down to the Holy Grail, Jace. Okay. You ready?
That was quick.
Yeah. I do have one more item sitting right next to me here. This is look at Jason. Can you read that? It's Otagiri Japan. Yeah. And it's the Corvette. And I thought that this was so cool. It's got the car on one side and then the flags on the other. And this was a quarter. It was in the quarter pile.
Of course it was a quarter.
So
being
a
right here.
Corvette, I'll probably shoot for like $19.99 on the Corvette. Okay?
All right, before Mom shows us, she keeps calling it the Holy Grail. What do we think it is, everybody? The most awesome TV VCR, the best TV trays, the most expensive water skis. What in the world?
What could it be?
JPeg has picked up.
As I said in my tease, it was not a tiki mug. Okay. All right. Now it is rather large. What else is new? Let's see, Jason.
Wait, you nixed the the Rocky horse, but you're like, but this is large.
Oh yeah. Well, you'll see.
All right, so we have a guess of a full bar.
Okay.
50s radio. Oh, Kevin, we're up to cookie jars now. I keep forgetting to throw the cookie jars in.
Yeah.
We got a lot of bars. Widco.
Oh, Widco. Yeah, good.
Hi, Craig and Rick. Oh no, that's not a guess.
Yeah. There's some really good stuff in the chat.
Ooh,
all right.
Forward guess. Yep.
Okay. All right, Jason. I'll preview it a little bit before I pick it up. United Airlines. Okay.
Shut up.
All right.
Shut up. I already know what you got.
Yeah, but this one's a little different.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Now I don't know how much you can see.
Shut up. That's it. Show's over. We're never coming back.
I know. This is the United Airlines. The map of Hawaii, the Hawaiian Islands.
All right, move it to your left a little bit.
Okay. Oops.
Back up a little bit.
All right. I can't. Let me move the camera, because the detail on the framing is gorgeous.
Hang on, I gotta put me back on for a second just so you can see me go.
Right. Okay.
Come on. I don't find stuff like this. What the heck?
All right. So.
Oh, I have hunted for this for 20 years. Stacy just wrote sold.
All right, so as you can you see the detail on the framing?
Oh yeah, that frame. I've been hunting for this for 20 years.
I mean, it just there's tikis on the side, anthurium flowers on the very bottom. Do I have the United?
Yeah, you got it. Good job.
Yeah, I mean, Jason, we walked into this fancy home. You guys, it was very well-to-do home, probably a $500,000 house, maybe more, and they had all the ornate stuff and. Things that I would not normally pick up.
Oh no! She froze at the wrong time. Oh
okay.
no!
Right. Am I back?
No, yes, I think so.
Okay, so I walk into the sunroom, and there it is, leaning just against the window. You know how your heart goes, Jay, when you see.
Now, are you first into the sale, or has the sale been going on?
Sale been going on. I probably been going on for a few hours. Okay. And I go over and I see the price tag and I tell Dad, and Dad isn't with me. I find it first and I'm carrying it around. And he finally comes to where I'm at. And I told him, I said, this is the Holy Grail. I'm telling you, this is a dandy. And they had $45 on it to start with.
Shut up.
So when we had been schmoozing the owner, the lady, she was down the basement. Dad says, he took the tag off of it. He said, I'll go down. I'm going to offer her $30. And she took it. Now, I looked this up. There's one for sale right now on eBay. Are you ready, everybody? $950.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's $1,000.
Yeah.
That's $1,000
Yeah. Yeah.
map.
So you can get it when mom and dad are gone.
Well, Stacy just texted me something.
Yeah. What'd you say?
Uh, that'd be a great 50th birthday gift.
Oh yeah, it would, wouldn't it? But it's just one of those special finds, everybody. If you're into Hawaiian and tiki like we are, that no, these prices are kind of all over the place, Jason. But
Yeah, so here was March of this year of 2020 for $800.
Uh-huh. What else do we got?
There you go. $30. 30.
Oh, Jesus. How come we
$30.
How could they?
We're all going to Cleveland to go to garage sailing.
Yeah, I know.
This is insane.
I know. I mean, what makes it neat, because we have the regular map of the Hawaiian Islands, but because the islands are 3D, they're raised, so that's what makes this one extra special. And I am just thrilled to that.
For 20 years.
I know. Well, you'll be getting it probably within the next 10.
Only 10 to go. Oh my God. Yeah, I gotta say, of all the things, I mean, what is this, episode 127 or whatever it is? Of all the things that you found, that's it. That's the winner. We
Yeah, I mean,
I shot par on one hole once golfing. I should have quit right then.
Jason, it's I'll probably never find anything quite like this again, honey. It's just one of those deals. And like I say, gang, if you would have seen the house, Jason, you never would have thought you'd find something like that in this house.
That was the only Hawaiian thing they had?
Only thing we even asked. Anything else Hawaiian? They did not.
Man, I wonder why they had that and they didn't have anything else. That's weird.
I know. Weird. It was a little dusty. You can tell it had been packed away somewhere because it was dusty. And Dad and I just cleaned it up. And so we already have a spot on the big wall in the great room. That's where it's going for now.
That's crazy.
I know. So I'm excited. I mean, I love my Woodco, but this United Airlines Hawaiian things are special, you guys. If you ever see any, don't pass them up. Worth lots of money. Because back in the day, United Airlines was the only one going Hawaiian, so they were trying to promote it. So there's a lot of things out there that United Airlines did to promote Hawaii at the time.
Yes,
this is from
it's clear a spot, and then when Mom comes to visit, we'll show her.
This is probably the 60s or early 70s, Jason. I'm guessing, honey. Because our first time was 65 that we went over, and it was United Airlines. So,
Yeah, you could definitely Airbnb a guest room at your house for garage sale weekends.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of garage sales, if anybody wants to come to my garage sale next weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I will be having it, and I'm clearing out actually some of my eBay stuff that hasn't sold. So, if anybody else wants to give it a try. Also, we have we're going to have our monthly Ohio area eBay meetup group next Saturday at Tiki Underground. We've got around 5 or 6 that have said they're going to come. It looks like a beautiful day, so I'm pretty sure we're going to be outdoors on the patio, everybody. So if you're in the area, I think Kevin Wren is going to try and join us again and tell us about the Long's garage sale. So it'll be next Saturday at 1 o'clock at Tiki Underground. So if anybody wants to join us, come on in, and we'll be glad to see everyone. Been a long time, and I just missed the game.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, don't forget to get signed up, www.flippingvinylrecords.com. But keep your eyes peeled for when I go live tomorrow. I will be dropping a little bit of knowledge and some come on, really, man?
Yeah.
The amount of hate has been so crazy.
I'm glad you have a strong back, honey.
What are you gonna do? Yeah. They're mad. I'm teaching all of you how to be better sellers so you can stay either working for yourself or make extra money. They don't look at the bigger picture. They look at people just crowding in on their gig, but we're going to talk about that tomorrow. So,
okay.
All right, everybody, give us a big old thumbs up down below. I mean, for the best thing Mom has ever found. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. I quit. That's it. I'm out. I got up at 6 a.m. to go to a garage sale, and I bought 3 things that just sucked because I didn't want to leave empty handed.
And Jason, this was after, because we had gone to the big one that we got turned away from first.
Oh, yeah.
O'clock. So, and this one also had started at 10 o'clock. So, like I said, by the time we got there, it had been a few hours into that sale. So,
And if you're new, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah.
Subscribe. If for those of you who watch after the fact, because there are quite a few of you, if you got any questions about anything, if you want to buy anything other than the map, they're all for sale. Mom will be happy to cut you a deal. So leave a little note down below, and we'll be happy to get back with you. And you will see us back here again on Sunday. Don't know our topic yet, but probably something I'll read about in the thrifting board. Now, go download the Nextdoor app, and let's see. Actually, I'll go make a post. Let's see what free stuff is good in your neighborhood.
Right. Anybody want the chicken from me? I'll go get it for you.
And don't change your address, or you can't change it back. No. Learned that the hard way. I'm stuck in Newberry for a month. Dang it.
I'm sorry.
All right, for self-best year expiration date, being thrifty or 50. I'm Jay.
I'm Peg. Thanks, gang.
We're gone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.